Hi everybody, this is author M.G. Crisci. Before you start reading my book called Sign White Lily, I thought you might be interested in a little of my background. When I finished college, I graduated and was the editor of the college newspaper. So, not surprisingly, I went to work in the newspaper industry first as a reporter for the Bergen Record out in New Jersey and ultimately for the New York Times. There was just one small issue. I was making $68 a week. I had a kid, a wife, and a car payment. So I had to come up with something new. So through a set of curious circumstances, I wound up meeting somebody in the advertising business, and I wound up working in the mailroom at Young and Rubicam, which was then the blue blood of all agencies in the world. And anyway, long and the short of it is that 14 years later, I became the youngest senior vice president in the history of the company, and my sort of advertising career was cemented. I went off and became a senior manager in a couple of other agencies and had a wonderful career. At about age 55, I said, you know what? I've had enough of this whole New York kill and be killed scene. And so I decided I was going to write a book, because doesn't everybody have a book in them? That's what everybody says anyway. Well, it was quite a journey, but I picked the title and a book that I knew the subject matters. It was a boy and a girl. They met in turn of the century New York. They were in love for 80 years. He married twice, she married once. He went on to become the most famous accordionist in the history of the world. And she never forgot him, and they were buried side by side in the same cemetery in the Bronx. And as life would have it, that lady was my mother. And so I named the book Save the Last Dance, and it's been selling books ever since. And my hypothesis is that there are still some people in the world that enjoy a good old-fashioned period love story. And so it was very pleasing. But anyway, that set me on a journey. So here we are, 15, 18 years later, and we've now got 16 books in the library. We recently were named one of the top 5 authors for the library itself on Amazon. And the book you're going to read, I can't remember what number it is, but called Sign White Lily, in a sentence, is the story and the life and loves of the world's first female fighter pilot, who wound up becoming Hitler's worst nightmare during World War II. So she went in the service at 17, she died at 21, and you'll learn more about the ups and downs as you go along, and it's been as high as a #1 Amazon bestseller in sort of historical fiction now for quite some time. So anyway, that's a little about me. Hopefully you'll enjoy things, and if you get a moment, you can stop by the Amazon page and you can kind of look at some of my other books and titles and summaries and whatever. And again, the name is M.G. Crisci, so it's M.G. Crisci. Thanks again, everybody. See you soon.